Warning! The following video is a parody of the Everything Wrong With series of videos by CinemaSins. A number of viewpoints and opinions shared are not intended to be taken seriously since they do not reflect my actual opinions on the game. And without any more delays, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you end up liking this video, I hope you consider subscribing. Thanks. Is that a mouse cursor? Considering it's on the video, I hope this cursor was intentional, but considering it disappears the instant the camera zooms in on the video feed, I do not think it was intentional. We are introduced to the world of Pokemon by not the Professor this time, but instead, as we will see later, this game's villain. That's like if we were introduced to the world of Pokemon by Lusamine in Sun and Moon. And he's not talking to just me, you know, the person about to begin their journey in Galar, but also everyone in the stadium, who I'm pretty sure are already aware of how society thrives with Pokemon living amongst humans, and what the definition of a Pokemon trainer is. Dynamaxing / Gigantamaxing in the middle of a stadium. I mean, why is this even allowed? Not only does it take up so much space in the stadium, but what about the safety of the people in the stadium? Oh, so the protagonist was watching the exhibition match on a phone. Well, I guess that gives us the answer to the mouse cursor. It was not intentional in the slightest. Flash new phone. Not flashy new phone? I can't wait to see this room collapse when this Munchlax evolves. That wasn't taken care of, Hop. Wooloo is still tackling the fence. I bet by the time we get back, that Wooloo will have broken through the fence. Pop in. Hop picked the starter with a type disadvantage to what I picked? Why would he do that? Also, his teeth here are pink. That cannot be healthy. Again, your loss is on you for picking the starter with a type disadvantage. I'm not going to say that again. I told you, Hop. No you didn't. As soon as me and Hop regained consciousness, you called our names whilst running in our direction. I think that would be classed as fighting us. EXP share cannot be turned off. The aspect of grinding one member at a time may be gone, which is fine, but what sense does it make that a Pokemon who doesn't participate in a battle gets stronger anyway? There's no reflection of me in the mirror. Am I really human? Wait, is that the same animation they used for How in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Yep, they look identical. This is probably the laziest way to get introduced to the game's main mechanic in the main series Pokemon titles. Let me recap some previous titles with their own gimmicks they added to the main series and how they were handled / introduced to the player. Pokemon X and Y introduced Mega Evolution, which was gifted to you by Karina in the Lucario vs Lucario battle, since one of the Lucarios took a liking to the protagonist. This took place after the rival battle in the Tower of Mastery to decide who should get the Mega Ring and obtaining the third badge. And honestly, this battle felt like a solid way to introduce the player to Mega Evolution. The Z-Ring is given to the protagonist by Tapu Koko after he rescues the protagonist and Nebby from almost dying after the bridge collapsed. But in Sword and Shield, two conveniently drop down from the sky in the same spot the protagonist and Hop are, and thus we have our Dynamax band to the ready. What the hell? Sonya isn't twiddling her hair correctly, it's moving on its own. Is she a psychic type? Nintendo 64 tree. Level 7 Salazzle is literally impossible to obtain. Arthur is a hacker. The fact you have to talk to this specific NPC just to get the option to adjust the background audio, cries, and sound effects. I didn't even know this was a thing on my first playthrough. Honestly, this should have been an option by default, since it is just to adjust in-game audio. Come on. Beat didn't even do anything. All that happened was he walked past Hop and, well, Hop just got worked up about it. It's not like Bede pushed Hop either. Bede was just walking straight forward. Wait, this isn't the hotel. I know people can see Rose in the stadium, both on the pitch and the monitor, but I don't see a microphone or speakers hooked up anywhere. How can everyone hear him clearly? Is he yelling out what he's saying to everyone? That's really all I can think of. No flying animation. That's a first. And why? Wait, we were on a bridge. Why are we now in a field? Don't tell me this happened again. Oh. Seriously? Bede acts like he is the best because he was endorsed by Rose. Yeah, he may be the chairman of the Galar League, so he plays quite a major role, but I don't know how that means you are automatically the best. How long did Hop's battle even take? We met him in front of Turffield Stadium where he informed me that Sonya was looking for me, who wanted to hear my thoughts on the Gigantamax Toxtricity geoglyph and thinking about the connection between the Darkest Day and Dynamaxing. But as soon as the convo ends, which honestly doesn't even feel like it's been that long, Hop already has the grass badge. How long was Hop even in there? I know Team Yell's main intentions are to continue to support and help Marty in her adventure to become the champion of Galar, which is their reason for trying to disrupt the progress of other challengers, like me. But harassing this guy for the Rotom bike is probably the most unnecessary way to help Marty with her goal, since A, that's illegal, and B, once I defeated both the grunts, they just run across the bridge. Also, it's a one-seater, so even if they did succeed and manage to catch a Rotom to make the bike work, only one grunt would be able to pull off this plan. I mean, couldn't we just show her Wooper in the Pokedex? The Pokedex does show gender differences after all. That's been the case since 2006. Very good sense of direction there, considering the sea is pretty much almost everywhere you look in this town. How come the shadows of the trainers and Pokemon in the stadium are just X's? Everywhere else, the shadows are what you expect, so what makes it different here? My team beat the crap out of yours the last time we fought, so you can't necessarily class me as a low-level opponent. Karkle is a rock and fire type. Training against water Pokemon is the worst choice you could make since fire and rock are both weak to water. Even if Karkle has the Steam Engine ability, which boosts speed if Karkle is hit by a water move, it won't really matter much since Karkle is a very slow Pokemon, so not really that beneficial. I cannot put into words how incredibly stupid this is. You know what? I've decided to give the gym badges a sin, mainly because their names are just not creative this time around, since the badge names this time are just their type names and nothing else. Every other game with gyms have had creative or not so lazy names for each of their gym badges. An example of some good gym badge names would be the Rumble badge for the fighting type gym in X and Y, and the Wave badge for the water gym in Black and White too. It's a couple examples I would have gone with for the Galar badges. For the water badge, let's name it the Aqua badge. For the dark badge, let's name it the Night badge. Well, that was a fun minigame. Anyways, back to program. It does not put me back to where I was before I played this minigame. Damn. This nameless NPC is somewhat of a dick to Raihan. I say somewhat since she says she does feel bad for saying that. What the hell? Level 2?! Other than that though, thanks for the free focus sash. Why is Carolus not wearing matching shoes? So let me get this straight. Bede was endorsed by the chairman, who also gave Bede his first Pokemon, Hatenna, and helped Rose with gathering wishing stars, and now he plans to use Rose's Caparaja to break down a historical mural for the possibility of finding more wishing stars. Not only am I sinning Bede for betraying Rose's trust, I am also sinning this moment because he eventually considers trying to ask him to rejoin the gym challenge. Dude, you betrayed his trust. Just get over it. Let's be real, I did criticize Bede for betrayal like a few seconds ago, but you probably would have never known that was there if he didn't destroy the mural, so... Bede ex machina? What? Why is this kid talking to a wall? Okay, Opal, I just want to say, when you ask the question where you want us to answer how old you are, the correct answer is 88, but you still lower my stats because of insensitivity, I'll give you this. I was not expecting that the first time, you got me good, but aren't you technically breaking your own rules for the gym challenge? Aren't my stats meant to be increased if I get the right answer, not lowered? Pikachu! We interrupt Pokemon Sword and Shield to bring you a playthrough challenge. They look more like apples than berries. Yeah, and to potentially get a stomachache from moving too much after eating. Let's just ignore the Squovat, the Pokemon that's described in the Pokédex for eating berries. Oh yeah? Just watch me. Okay, talent to a field background. That's it. I'm done with sending the incorrect battle backgrounds now. How did they get some right and some so wrong? I don't think so, Hop. Pink Urchin's HP hit 0 that turn. I don't think hail is appropriate weather for swim shorts and bikinis. Someone should tell that to these two trainers. Has no gym challenger ever considered finding another way in, like looking to get in from another angle? I'm surprised none of the gym challengers here just didn't follow the protagonist. All we hear is mic sound effects. Unlike when Rose introduced the gym challenge, we don't have subtitles here. So what is Piers even singing? Ugh, Martin and Solrock. Like, the Dynamax Pokemon can remove our stat boosts. Use Rock Tomb or Psychic. Idiot. Route 10 here kinda sucks. It's just a long pathway and a few trainer battles. Seems pretty underwhelming for an area that's not far from the climax. Pokemon Black and White did it a lot better. You had a battle with Sharon before him and Bianca left the mission to stop N at the Pokemon League and protect Unova to the protagonist. And of course, Route 10's music in Black and White was incredible. I think for an area that's not far away from the climax, this could have been better. Not a simp, but I like the callback to the Mr. Mime trade in Red and Blue. It's probably because scalpers are buying them out for profit. Nothing new, I guess. Speaking of which, Marnie cheering on the protagonist. I'm taking off at least 3 cents just for that. Plus, free stat boosts. That's cool, but battling in this elevator still doesn't seem like a good idea. What if a Pokemon is sent flying in battle whilst the elevator is going up or down? Especially if the elevator is going downwards. You have to call your Pokemon back quickly before it hits the ground, or, well, fall damage will make it fade. Is there a setting on the elevator that I'm not aware of that lets it know a Pokemon battle is taking place? Hopefully so. What the f***? This is why rushed ideas become disasters. Acting upon them quickly to meet a deadline or something like that is not the way to approach things. Like, you didn't even think about the possibility of the amount of energy being released being way too much and not being able to control Eternatus. How ironic you say this is to avert tragedy, and yet you couldn't control Eternatus. You should have taken more time to think about what could have happened if you really care about Galar that much. Wasn't it you who decided to go through with the Fairy-type bootcamp because you considered it a test by Opal? If anything, you chose to put yourself through that. No. You threw out a Pokeball first, indicating we were going to battle, and you know I'm the gym challenger that made it all the way to Leon, so this should have been expected. What? Why is Eternatus so tiny here? In the cutscene, he was gigantic. Even in the Pokédex, he is labelled as the gigantic Pokemon. He is the tallest Pokemon for crying out loud, and yet here, he only looks slightly taller than my Toxtricity. You know what? 2 synths removed here for Behemoth Blade and Behemoth Bash. These attacks are actually very cool. You know, this makes me question, what happens to Pokemon if they were owned by a person who had been arrested by authority or turns themselves into the police? Do their Pokemon go to jail with them? Most likely not, because they could easily break them out. I'm guessing they remain in police custody or are either given to new traders or released back into the wild. No mention of Hop also battling alongside Zacian and Zamazenta. Shouldn't he also be considered a hero for contributing to the battle against Eternatus? I now kind of feel sorry for him, even after crushing his dreams of becoming the champion. But be careful, now that everyone looks up to you, one small oopsie, and it's game over for you. Another mouse cursor. Enough said. What? What is the... What are the... That... That hair... What the... What the... Also, their names are Swordwood and Shieldbert. Why am I not surprised? Dude, I can't take you seriously because of your ridiculous hairstyle, so don't try to be serious. It won't end well. I guess Sonia is aware of the previous sin I gave about feeling bad for Hop. Okay, Sonia is also aware of the sins I just gave about Swordwood and Shieldbert. Glad we are both on the same page here. Milo used a revive on a Pokemon that's still standing. I know we defeated the Tsarina in a Dynamax battle, but once we defeat it, or any of the Dynamax Pokemon in the stadiums, it shows them fainting, but once they revert back to their original sizes, they are still standing. If you want to show that the Pokemon has fainted, can you at least have it gang up after the revive is used? Excuse me? Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm just going to add an additional sin for every time Swordwood and Shieldbert mention they are celebrities and any mentions of them having that status, including this one. Oh, and also, being called a weirdo is like the most terrible thing ever. Nothing else, like head, motherfucker, or hell? Whoa, 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 whoa. Opal called me out for insensitivity for saying that during our gym battle. How come Piers gets away with that unscathed? What? What did Yampa do? Did it just use something like Thundershock on the lock or something? I don't even know because we don't get to see how it activated the lock. Nobody is even clapping. What the hell? The booing is a bit more convincing, but honestly, I'm still not that convinced. Where did Swordwood's followers go during the battle? Did they leave the energy plant and evacuate before Zacian and Zamazenta's arrival? I'm mainly asking this because before the battle, they are there. After the battle, not there. I would have expected them to react to Swordwood's loss before leaving, but nope, left so soon. Zamazenta is an angry wolf from Minecraft. Kind of. Zacian Ex Machina. Resident Evil Walk Cycle. Okay, Swordwood, only now you rush to cover your younger brother? Zamazenta looked more berserk than Zacian did, and yet all you did was panic in the sidelines. Some brother you are. Also, Shieldbert, where did your pupils go? Actually, that goes for both you and your brother since they both randomly vanish when you make that face. It's quite creepy. And you still have my disapproval. I don't think Hop is holding a Pokeball here, but aside from that, interesting idea that the main rival character gets the other legendary, so not a sin this time. Okay, Hop, that was a bit mean. Again, nobody is clapping. And I'm pretty sure just like what Rose did, you two both deserve jail time. I really hate these guys.